Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope that you all had restful, renewing weekends and that you're doing well. As I come to you this Monday, I wanted to share with you just the most delightful word that I was introduced to in this last week. But the word comes from a writer and author named Jason Reynolds. Jason is a young adult author. He was recently, just in January of this year, named the National Ambassador for Young Adult Literature for the Library of Congress. And I think he's most recently well known for a book that he co-authored with Ibram Kendi called Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You, which is an adaptation of Ibram Kendi's book Stamped that looks at the history of racism in the United States, and it's one that was written for young adults. And so I was listening to an interview with Jason Reynolds, and he talks a lot about, in his writing for young adults, he really tries to build fortitude and endurance and perseverance in young adults. And he loves to play with synonyms and language and words. That's really his talent. And he was asked to come up with a synonym for the word freedom, or maybe he just tasked himself with that. But when he was looking for a synonym for the word freedom, he came up with this made-up word called breath laughter. One word, breath laughter. And that just caught my imagination, and I loved what he had to say about it in one way, but I also think there's a much deeper message behind it as well. But he was saying, when we look at the word freedom, how can we understand that? How can we understand what it feels like to be free, to truly experience it deep in our bones? And he talks about breath as being, what we breathe in and what we breathe out. What we breathe in and what we breathe out, and that process of breathing is life, right? And then he talks about just the joy that comes from laughter. What I think is really impactful, and what I want to spend some time personally thinking about and processing is Jason Reynolds talked more about what this also means during this time of pandemic, right? And that what we breathe in and what we breathe out, and what we breathe out, how it spreads, can really endanger somebody else or harm somebody else. And the same with what we breathe in. So at the same time that breathing is this recycling of energy in, energy out, energy in, energy out, and we need it to survive, and we all need to find ways to breathe deeply and fully, don't we? But also, right now, we have some fear and concern around what that breath means. That breath in, that breath out. That breath in, that breath out. What that breath in means to our own physical health. That breath out, what that means to the physical health and safety of those around us. And then laughter, he talks again about how breath is this recycling of energy. What would it be like if we added laughter to that mix? And just like breath goes on and on and on, what if laughter was to just go on and on and on and on? Wow. Breath laughter. I can definitely see where Jason Reynolds is getting to as far as what breath laughter means as an experience of freedom. It may not be a physical experience of freedom, but it certainly can be a heart experience, a mind experience, and I'm going to reflect on breath laughter today and what Jason is really trying to share with us. And it has some really deep meanings for today during this time of pandemic, during this time of the movement for Black Lives. Breath laughter is a very creative, extremely creative word for us to spend some time reflecting on and trying to embody as well. So I wish you all some breath laughter today, tomorrow, the day after that, and the week after that. If you have reflections on breath laughter, share with me. I'm going to post also the link to the interview with Jason Reynolds. He's just a really thoughtful, brilliant person that I think I want to know more about him. I have not been really aware of him before, so I want to learn more about his work. I wish you all a good day. Bye-bye.